Hello everyone and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I have an easy and super delicious potato side dish recipe for you. We'll be making some roasted duck fat potatoes with thyme and garlic. These are simply phenomenal. They're super soft and fluffy on the inside and then golden crispy on the outside, and they are packed with so much incredible flavor. I love to serve these potatoes with my classic duck confit recipe, which I just posted on my website a couple days ago, so head on down into the video description box for that link and check it out. But these potatoes will go really well with just about any type of main dish like roasted chicken or a beef tenderloin. To make the potatoes, we'll first peel, cube them, and then cook them in some chicken stock, which is going to add tons of incredible flavor. And then we'll preheat some duck fat with a little bit of thyme, rosemary, garlic, add in those potatoes, and then get them roasting in a really hot oven, turning them every so often until they are golden and crispy all over. You are in for a real treat with this incredible side dish. It just takes potatoes to a whole new level. Head on down into that video description box for the recipe link up on my website. Meanwhile, let me show you how to make this incredible recipe. Start by preheating your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. For today's recipe, we'll be using 3 pounds of Yukon Gold potatoes. This is the best variety for this recipe. They are buttery, soft, and they have lots of great flavor. I'm going to be using 3 pounds today, but you can adjust this recipe up or down depending on how many servings you need. And just make sure to adjust the amount of duck fat if you're increasing or decreasing the potatoes. Fill a large pot with cold water, and then we'll peel our potatoes. And make sure you drop them into that cold water as you're peeling them to keep them from browning on the outside. Next, we'll cut the potatoes down into large cubes. Drop those back into the water. Once your potatoes are cubed, go ahead and rinse them a couple times under cold water and then drain off all the water completely. We are going to be cooking these potatoes in some chicken stock. You could also use chicken broth. Just fill up your pot until the potatoes are well covered, about an inch over the top. I'm going to use about 6 cups today. And we're going to season this with a couple teaspoons of sea salt. Bring the potatoes over to the stovetop. We'll heat them over medium-high heat, cover with a lid, and bring that chicken stock up to a boil. But once the potatoes come up to a rolling boil, go ahead and set a timer for 10 minutes. You want the potatoes to be nicely softened on the outside, but still slightly firm on the inside. With the potatoes cooking away, it's time to prepare the roasting pan. I like to use a tall-sided stainless steel pan like this one. I'm going to place it into my preheated oven and let the pan preheat for about 4 to 5 minutes until it's really nice and hot. Carefully remove the hot pan from the oven, and we're going to add in about 5 to 6 tablespoons of duck fat. Let that melt in the pan. I'm also going to add a few pieces of fresh thyme and fresh rosemary and a couple garlic cloves. I'm going to place this back into the oven, let that duck fat get really nice and hot and seasoned with the fresh herbs and garlic. And you'll know the duck fat is hot enough when the rosemary, the thyme, and the garlic are sizzling away. We're going to add in our cooked, drained potatoes. Make sure you don't have any water on them so the water doesn't splatter. And then use a spatula to toss the potatoes, get them really well coated in that duck fat. And then spread the potatoes out into a single layer, spacing them out so they have plenty of room. Make sure they're not all stuck together. This way they'll get golden brown all over evenly. And these potatoes are ready to go into the oven. I'm going to roast them uncovered at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for about 25 minutes that first time around. And then once they're golden brown on the outside, I'm going to toss them and continue roasting and tossing them every 15 to 20 minutes until they are golden brown and crispy all over. This process can take anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour until you get that ultimate crispiness on the outside. It's totally worth the time and the effort. Once the garlic starts to darken, I like to remove it from the pan because nobody likes burnt garlic flavor, so I'm going to toss that out and then continue roasting the potatoes. Once the potatoes are done, transfer them into a little serving dish. I like to garnish with rosemary or thyme. Check out how crispy this is. You could just hear the sound of the potatoes. These duck fat potatoes smell so good when they're in the oven. I love seasoning the duck fat with the thyme, rosemary, and garlic. It adds lots of great flavor and aroma. Let's season these with a little bit of salt and pepper. You want to season these to taste. Sprinkle that on. And these are going to be extremely hot when you just take them out of the oven. So let them cool down a little bit before you dig in to enjoy. Let's grab one of these crispy ones right off the top. This looks so good. I love the crispy outside. They're so golden and crunchy. There is nothing like these incredible potatoes. The outside is crispy and crunchy, and then the inside is still soft, fluffy, steaming hot. You have a little bit of the thyme and the rosemary and the garlic flavor coming through. This is going to be the ultimate potato side dish to any main entree. You're gonna love this recipe. Let's grab some more of these. Next time eating a delicious potato side dish, you have to give this recipe a try. It's gonna blow your mind. Head on down into the video description box for the recipe details, and don't forget to check out my new duck confit recipe up on my website. It's my favorite way to enjoy these duck fat potatoes. Thank you so much for watching my latest episode, and I'll see you next time with a new one.